They sort of replaced Quantic last minute as one of the Quantic players was actually hospitalized, not serious apparently. He's going to be okay, as we are going to get ourselves into Group B. We had Group A conclude, I believe it was a couple days ago, where we had Virtus Pro proceed in second place, and IC Cup actually won the group in a bit of a surprise. But here we are, Group B. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. Joining me is LD. How are you doing, LD?
Hey buddy, sorry about the technical issues with the stream, guys, but everything should be sorted out. I am producing by myself, and, well, I'm not too good at the production, running between the two desks. Hopefully everything's good to go. So draft nearly completed, Gods. I have not gotten to cast Kaipi or Uebelst in quite some time. I don't think I've actually ever cast Uebelst with this particular roster, but the Germans going to be matching up against the North American-European mix. Who's your money on? Kaipi, definitely the more well-known and I think probably the favorite in this one.
I think Kaipi definitely the favorites coming in. Uebelst, the one. It's like your classic German stack. There's always that one German team which is like a stack of the best German players that aren't on a professional team. I don't think Uebelst is actually a sponsor or anything. This is just the name they seem to always go under. They've got some very well-known players like RMN, Alex, EDE. These are guys who've played in sort of semi-professional teams. They played for the old team Gosu Gamers. They played for other decent sponsored teams. I believe it was We Has Asians, not a sponsored team, but a team who attended DreamHack. So they're a team who anything can happen, and they've got a draft. Well, there's everybody's favorite Treant Protector there, so anything can definitely happen with this draft.
Yeah, get your Treant in while you can, guys, because he got the nerf bat, and we won't be seeing... I imagine we won't be seeing nearly as much of him after that change. Possibly still viable as a hero, but level 1 living armor not going to be nearly as strong.
Not at all. As for KP, they've gone for Gyrocopter as their main carry. They've got just really the one carry in the Gyrocopter. They've got the Arteezy solo mid pack. They've got an offlane Darkseer, but a lot's resting on the Eternal Envy Gyrocopter.
Yeah, and Eternal Envy, he has been embattled, to say the least, with some of his public statements and things that have happened on stream. We won't go into too many details, but hasn't affected Kaipi too much as a team directly, I suppose. And I think a lot of people actually looked at this team and said they're going to disband after the International 3 qualifiers. But here they are, still the same 5, sticking together. I was one of those people. I didn't think they'd be around as a team for very long. I thought it was one of those teams that wanted to be in the qualifier. If they qualified, they'd stick together. Otherwise, they'd probably disband, but they're still together.
I'm definitely with you there. I wasn't as confident as like a team. Like I looked at Empire and said 100% disband. KP, I'm like, yeah, 90%. I feel like this is a team, they're just in it for the qualifiers, but they've stuck it out. Eternal Envy, love him or hate him, he's got a good attitude towards professional Dota. He treats it seriously. There's obviously aspects about him that maybe aren't the most professional, but when it comes to playing competitively, he is as serious about it as it gets.
Yeah, this guy has given up a lot to be here. And on that note, we should introduce the teams. Kaipi, on the dire side, is the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. Winner of this best of 3 will move on to your winner bracket finals to be played tomorrow. Only 2 teams will make it out of Group B. Fnatic already punching their ticket to that same winner bracket finals. Bone 7 on the Darkseer, heading to the offlane. Arteezy, the CTY of the West, or perhaps CTY, the Arteezy of the East. We'll have to wait and find out, Gods, but he's playing the puck. We have Eternal Envy on the Gyrocopter, Pylai handling the Shadow Demon, and Come With Me on the Rubik. We did see the same combo earlier today in the Alienware Cup, and it has a rather abysmal win rate, 38 and 61 when Shadow Demon and Rubik are on the same team. But let's see if they can make it work.
Yeah, they've got to try and make it work here. They're up against the German stack, which is going to be EDE playing the Weaver over in the top lane at the moment. Lich being played by Natural, possibly the makings of a dual lane. Maybe Lich will just deny one creep, then head either bottom or somewhere else. We've got Exist playing the solo mid campaign, the carry anti-mage being played by RMN, and then finally the Treant Protector, everybody's favorite Christmas tree, being played by Alex.
Yeah, need that Christmas tree skin. Don't have it yet for Alex, but we'll see if he can pick one up. And looking at these 2 drafts for Uebelst, one thing really sticks out to me, or the draft for Uebelst, I should say. One thing really sticks out to me. They are incredibly hard to kill. Anti-Mage, Queen of Pain, Weaver, very maneuverable semi-carries, carries in some cases, and also they have Living Armor and Frost Armor, all the armor. So for Kaipi, getting an early Blink Dagger on the puck, getting a Scythe of Vice later on is going to be absolutely essential if they hope to kill off these heroes.
Yeah, Puck's the big hero. He's got one spell which is going to be able to deal with all three of those escapes in the waning rift. So if they're getting kills, it's all coming from Puck. Luckily, you've got one of the biggest playmakers as a solo mid, RTZ, the A god, as some people jokingly call him, and some people I think seriously call him. But he's young, he's got some flair about him, and we'll have to see how he does in this game.
Well, off to a decent start here, 1-1 in the lane. The bottom lane going to be an anti-mage Tram Protector against the Shadow Demon Darkseer dual lane. This is a lot of early pressure for our man, and he's already skilled Mana Break at level 1. Oh, this is going to hurt. I don't think he expected the Shadow Demon to be down here, and that could really make him pay. Generally, if you expect Shadow Demon to be here, you would not take Mana Break until much, much later on.
Yeah, his Mana Pool's already gone, practically. He's been pulled a bit of regen, as did both the solo mids, in fact, but having this 1 point of Mana Break is, yeah, it's really going to actually hurt him here.
You know, he really thought it would just be that Darkseer, and you want Mana Break then, because you can really punish him, but didn't play Discipline, didn't wait to see who was going to be in the lane, and will pay a bit as a result. The other two lanes, Quidapane versus Puck, normally a pretty even matchup so far. Fairly even in terms of CS. Quidapane starting with the Null Talisman, pulled regen, same for the Puck. And if played really well by both players, I'd say fairly even, Puck having the slightly higher chance to kill around level 6.
Yeah.
But with Living Armor, that's going to be hard.
We're back in the dual lane era. Both teams with a dual lane top, dual lane bottom. And this is where Uebelst can sort of make up with Anti-Mage getting somewhat slowed down. They're going to have a top dual lane Lich Weaver, which can deny a lot of farm and experience from Eternal Envy, and they should be slightly coming out on top of this dual lane, I feel.
Yeah, Come With Me is actually going to rotate off, looking for the 2-minute rune. Could maybe make a go here on Exist, and Arteezy, no points in Silence yet. We'll need to see at least level 4 out of him before that's attempted. And you look at a lot of observers and sentries being devoted to defending this early Eternal Envy farm. That is 4 wards, all on the top side of the map. Now Come With Me will rotate mid, but with Living Armor, the chances of making a kill here are very slim.
Yeah, maybe just
Feels
more likely
like
he's just thinking he can get some harass. I don't think he's expecting to get a kill. This is just to help win the mid lane. I think he realizes there's not a whole lot he could do top, but he actually can do something top. He's got that pull camp. He can be looking to pull this wave back, which is what you really need to do against a Lich, because Lich is going to just completely ruin your creep equilibrium with that Dark Ritual. Yeah,
constantly denied the creep wave, and also getting some experience for himself. Hits level 2. The Weaver, one of the better heroes to harass Gyrocopter, just has to be careful not to come out of Sukuchi and get caught. We'll see a contest for the top rune. Come With Me dropping low. This could be our first blood. Needs another blink to get the job done. And we'll be backing off. But forces out a South from Come With Me. Only level 1. I gotta say, I feel he would be better off just pulling. And it looks like he's finally going to start doing that. Actually, Eternal Envy stacking that camp for him first. So Eternal Envy known for his obsession with efficiency when he's playing support and when other teams are, well, doing it even on the carry roll.
Yeah, and the one thing that did come from Come With Me's time at mid lane, it means Queen of Pain did not get much XP, got completely out-farmed during that time, so he's actually behind by half of Arteezy's CS in mid lane, not because of amazing play by Arteezy, although he's lasting well, but largely because of that rotation from Rubik.
He wanted to make a play there. If that orb hits, I think he goes in for a first blood attempt, but doesn't connect. Does have his bottle, Exist only now just about to farm his. Arteezy, as you said, is very far ahead, and if Puck gets the jump on Aquitapane in terms of farm and levels, hits level 6 first, Arteezy could definitely go for a kill here. He'll just have to time the Living Armor correctly, otherwise could turn around the other way, but I have to say, Alex has his work cut out for him. He's got to constantly Living Armor our men, and this Queen of Pain is also not having a good time. You can only Living Armor one teammate at a time, so, well, he'll be basically his attention will be divided between those two lanes.
Yeah, I think Kaipi's lanes, they're going to come out slightly on top. At least be winning 2 of these lanes with both bottom and middle lane going well on top. While Gyrocopter gets left alone there for a little bit, it's much more important to me that you get an anti-mage safe secured farm than a Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter's a hero who can do a lot with just levels and also just with cheap cost-effective items like a drums. You're not going to go for some early game item build for an anti-mage. He's going to be your hard carry.
Yep, Eternal Envy is also not CSing very well. As you mentioned, the Lich really makes a difference here. He's only 5-1, and that's an 8-0 anti-mage who leveled up Mana Break early against Shadow Demon Disruption Spam, against Ion Shell Harass, CSing under his tower. Lich can definitely be a bitch if he's in the lane against you, and he's taken 2 points in sacrifice early on.
This is annoying, but it's all about trades for KP. So I think they'll be with the slight edge here, they are also going to start trying to do some pulls here at the top lane, which will give space and more XP. Neutrals kill off the Shadow Demon there. That was...
Was that an intentional suicide? Did he spend his gold
I
first?
don't know. I didn't see him low in it. Was he low in HP?
I didn't actually see. I was checking the top lane because you mentioned the pulls, but he didn't have any gold after a respawn, so I'm guessing he may have just bought everything and then decided I'll take a free fountain trip here.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
Because how is a Treant actually going to kill a Shadow Demon? That shouldn't happen.
Unless it was something like AFK, but there is going to be action in top lane. Come with me, though. He's taking on the Weaver. He barely goes down after a Shukuchi, but the first blood does get picked up by the Weaver, so he only just gets the kill, and Lich escapes on very, very low HP.
Yeah, natural, very low. Lucky to survive here. And end of the day, Eternal Envy doesn't die, the enemy Weaver does. They do get first blood, so call it an even trade. As we talked about before, Gods, though, I think the most important here by far is Arteezy's Puck, because they're up against three very mobile but squishy carries, the Anti-Mage, the Queen of Pain, the Weaver. If he could get a fast blink, he could completely just slaughter them. And off to a powerful start, 24 and 14. Very high potential for Arteezy to snowball this game. Even though Kaipi gave up a first blood, I think they're still in good shape simply because of him.
It's still a 1-for-1 trade at the top lane as well, which is Weaver going down for a kill and a support. So sure, Weaver gets the first blood, but he dies for losing a bit of that gold. And I think all in all, KP will be very happy with this. Puck's now hit level 6, which means we can start seeing some potential rotations or ganks from him. More likely, maybe even one of the heroes rotating mid lane to try and kill the Queen of Pain off of him.
Big dive from Bone7. He has been working on Alex for quite a while here. Caught between the trees, will go down. Arman gets disrupted. Will have no mana to continue giving chase. And while that's happening, Arteezy's done it. He's found a solo kill mid. Let the snowballing begin. Fantastic start for him. Come With Me, like you mentioned, did give him some help, but Arteezy was already winning the lane a little bit before that, and now the bottom lane dives. Eternal Envy's joined the fight as well. Say goodbye to your living armor, he says. Arman, Soul Catcher it up. There is no more Rocket Barrage, but it cools down. No mana for Arman. It feels like it's only a matter of time, but Kaipi, not the best coordination. Both heroes running the same way. Could have tried to cut him off. Is he really going to live? A fresh set of living armor applied. Still hoofing it out of here. Bone7 burning through the living armor. It's slowly wearing off.
It's not wearing off. It's not ticking away.
Oh,
the Iron Shell doesn't tick away at the living armor. It wasn't there. Because it has the counter on top of the living armor. It says how many ticks it has left, and it was stuck at 7. It wasn't changing from 7.
That's very
It went to
bizarre.
6 when he right-clicked him.
Another suicide to the neutrals for Pylai Die. Another fountain trip for him. I'm not sure if this one was intentional. It looks like he might have been taking a bit of damage.
Both were intentional. He's just trying to be as efficient as possible.
Oh no.
You mentioned efficiency with KP. Well, that's what they're trying to do here.
Arteezy taking a lot of damage. Does have a regen rune though. Exists. If he had his ult, could have gone for a kill there, but only level 5. Really slow start for him, and Arteezy survives.
That dive at bottom lane, the Antimate should have worked. Eternal Envy just didn't quite hit his rocket barrages. It was just a bit of misplay, misclick, whatever it was from Eternal Envy.
Yeah, I feel like it was both of them, because Bone7 could have cut off the path of retreat, but they both ran south, and that allowed Anti-Mage to just walk out.
At the same, Anti-Mage has no mana, and you're a Surge Gyrocopter with rocket barrage. Regardless of what the Darkseid does, Gyrocopter should get that kill.
Yeah, use the rocket barrage right as Arman ran around the tree line and really cost him.
We'll see Gyrocopter go once again straight back down to this bottom lane. They're really under pressure, Anti-Mage.
A lot of pressure. The disruption's going to be there. He does have living armor, just tanking his own illusions, losing quite a bit of mana. Bone7 stealing these neutrals, and while that's happening, has he really done it again? Arteezy another solo kill. Oh boy, what a player. Don't give him this start. Also, I keep on missing those kills, so shout at me if it happens again.
The kill's not in theory not meant to happen. When it's Arteezy, I guess you've just got to be watching him 24/7.
Yeah, 6 heroes bottom, they're diving the tower, but the kills come mid. What do you know?
Yeah. Living armor onto the tower bottom will sort of keep it alive a bit, and disruption after disruption. This is Pylai Die's game plan. Just spam disruption, but when you get no mana, you just go suicide to neutrals. Yeah, then you get free mana back, and you TP back to lane.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I thought maybe the second one was a mistake, because he did die with some gold in his pocket, but I suppose some of it might be reliable gold at that. Haven't had a chance to check. So he'll rotate towards this bottom rune, and it looks like it'll go to Arteezy as well. Now up to 700 gold, has power treads and a bottle, and the potential for a Blink Dagger around the 13-minute mark, even earlier than that, is incredibly high. They might make a go on mid here. Exist's got to be very careful. Just picked up his bottle again. Was bottle crowing. Arteezy and Viz rune. looking to make a play. Come with me. Almost in vision. Not quite yet. There's no coil. They'll lift him up. I think they should have waited like 8 seconds. Instead, Exist says, screw you, man. You're coming with me. He might kill one. He's going for the double. Arteezy's going to phase shift. Oh, no. He dodges that scream. And it will end up going the other way. Could have been a fantastic turnaround, though.
Could have been, and it's the Treant Protector. It can turn around these gates, which you just don't see it coming. Even if that's the nutrient with the lower ticks, it's still going to cause a lot of problems in a scenario like that. And now he's trying to keep this mid-tier 1 tower alive, because Arteezy, no one there defending it's going to get a decent chunk of damage done, although if you don't kill for tower, Treant
bottom
can
lane.
heal it back up.
Highlight die. Can't deny yourself to neutrals this time, buddy. He will go down. Overstayed his welcome a bit, but I feel he's somewhat done his job, because Armen, 36-5, but it could have been a lot worse for him, or his farm could have been a lot better, rather, if they had not been keeping this amount of pressure on him.
Yeah, and this to me is like one of those support type plays where the score 0-3 is not really 0-3. 2 of those are denies, and even the kill scoreboard is misleading. It's actually, I don't know if you can call this a bug or not. I remember it happened in the early Alienware Cup game, and I actually message about, I'm like, this needs to be fixed. It counts as a kill for Uebelst when there's a denial.
Arteezy's gone in. He's going to get the silence. Armen blinked into it. One more auto attack should bring him down. He's going to fall. Oh my, did he ever overextend? Double kill for Arteezy. Did I say a 13-minute blink digress? We're looking at like 11, 12 minutes at the rate he's going. He'll Orban again. He's found Alex. The Surge from Bone 7. Vac available. Only level 1. If they vac him back in, this could be trouble. He is not taking a point in Nature's guys. A lot of Treants just not choosing to do that, and he will pay. 3 hit the deck, and Arteezy is cruising.
13-man blink dagger. This is Arteezy. Gonna get a tower here.
He's 5-0-2.
It's blink.
5-0-2.
And come with me, stealing the Scream from the Queen of Pain is a huge pickup as well. That's a ton of extra deeps coming out from Kaipi, and they're crushing right now. The top kill scoreboard suggests that Kaipi are winning, but it's really just a very one-sided game after that last team fight, although it's still early game, so there's still plenty of ways to get back into this for Uebelst, but an anti-mage with so much pressure on him is going to have a very slow battle fury.
Yeah, and once Arteezy gets the blink, anti-mage is in grave danger of dying. Anytime Arteezy is there with one other hero, same for the Queen of Pain. I think the Queen of Pain, the Weaver, are probably solo kills for him, but the anti-mage with Spell Shield, maybe you need one more, a +1, or just harassment. The other nice thing is they can just park the Darkseer bottom, and Uebelst don't really have the best heroes to basically excavate him from the lane. He could just stay here, be a complete pain in the ass, and then whenever they feel like ganking him, well, you just need the puck there, the blink silence, coil combo, and most likely DM falls.
Yeah, so the one hero for Uebelst, who I guess we could say has had a good game because he's been untouched and had the easiest lane, is the Weaver, who has gone for fast treads, Ring of Aquila. He's got a TP scroll. He's level 8 though because he had to share the experience, but he's had an empty lane for some time, so to me he's someone who has to be ready to start some counter ganks where possible. They've got a Lich ultimate. It's just hard because they don't really have a good team fight. Queen of Pain's their solo mid sort of hero to control the game, but Queen of Pain is quite far behind right now.
Yeah, Queen of Pain is getting controlled and feeling the pain, not dishing it out. Not ideal. Well, we'll have a bit of a pause here. Gives us a chance to talk about the tournament format, I suppose. This is the Corsair Summer Tour 2013. If you're not familiar with it, 16 teams are competing for $10,000 in total prizes. It's a fully online tournament. All teams are divided into 4 groups of 4, and the top 2 from each advance into a double elimination 8-team playoff bracket. In Group A, we had IC Cup finish first. Virtus Pro, actually, as you mentioned at the beginning of the cast, finished second.
Yeah, we've got some great teams from the other group. I think there's our USA group, which is not got all American teams, but it's got EG, Dignitas, Arctic, as well as one of the Western European teams, I believe. So there's some tough teams in here, and it's $10,000 up for grabs. So 1 or 2 of your top dogs are missing, but these other teams will be looking to get their share of the cash while Alliance are missing.
Yeah, Alliance and Navi aren't here, and while they're not home, better steal from the cookie jar, because the prize money is a lot harder to come by when they're around.
Big chances, big chances. And there's also a Dota TV ticket for you guys who love watching in Dota TV. For you guys with the Elgato Courier, man, got to get that. $3 for the Dota TV ticket, and you can get all those views here. We're actually going to try and have some events and stuff that can be watched to get you views without having to buy these Dota TV tickets. But looks like Uebelst are back in the game. Big thanks to everyone for tuning in as always.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be casting again. This is like, I've been like working into all this like random stuff like throughout the day, and then I get to cast, and it's like, oh, I'm no longer working now.
Yeah, casting is the fun part. All the organizing, the scheduling, work out the technical issues. The stuff that probably takes up even more time than the casting is the not fun part. But we get the fun part now, gods, and that's what it's all about.
Bone 7, he's looking to poke around and prod at bottom lane. He's almost even got a completed mech here, and I think Kaipi is just happy to keep on taking the fight to Uebelst with this fast blink dagger.
Oh.
This is...
What a player. Narrowly missing his silence there.
I think Anti-Mage juked him a little there. Oh, missing more kills. Come on, LD, what are you doing?
I caught his corpse hitting the floor, alright? That's almost as good. I do apologize, guys. I will really work on the camera work moving forward, but it's a tough game. The kills are not coming where you expect they will.
It's been a very, very random game so far as where the kills are coming in, what times they're coming at.
That's loser talk, though. I'm not gonna make any excuses here. No more missed kills the rest of the game, or you get a refund, an emotional refund at least. I don't think I can issue monetary ones.
LD will
it's not
give
our
hugs
ticket.
LD will give you a hug at TI3.
Maybe I'll just follow RTZ exclusively, and I won't miss any more kills, because he is 5-0-2, only 12 minutes in, and he's looking for more. He might fight Exist here, has an illusion rune up. Wants to dive them probably at the tower. So if we look at sort of the bigger picture for Uebelst, their team is really built around split pushing and just farming, whereas Kaipi have such a good 5-man lineup. But in order to split push, you need items, and you also just have to be wary of this puck. Speaking to that puck, RTZ looking to make his move now. Could coil Alex, not really the ideal target. Instead, with the mech and the blink, and level 11 now for him, they're just going to take this tower.
Yeah, easy pickings. Oh, actually, no, they were going to see RTZ go in. He's going to bring down Alex. It looks like the coil break damage does enough. And Rubik has taken out the Weaver as well. That one happened top lane.
Yeah, top lane. That one I have an excuse for because there was action in the mid lane simultaneously.
Where's your PIP, LD?
Yeah, we just need
to...
to...
BTS production quality?
I would really love to have picture-in-picture someday. They're heading straight bottom. Caravan, a parade of heroes march in. Eternal Envy, he'll deploy a rocket here, I imagine. Not just yet, but thinking about it while this is happening. Pressure to the top lane by Come With Me. Already level 8 on that Rubik. I mentioned a slow start, but he's really caught up in terms of the levels. Is now sitting at 2, 2, and 3. Constant aggression in all 3 lanes. The only lane where there's any farm to be found is mid, where Queen of Pain is getting a little bit, but with no ult. Well, Uebelst can be hard-pressed to fight. And gods, you mentioned having Lich get involved, using an ult, but to do that, Kaipi have to group and they have to jump you. Lich is just not a support who can force a fight, and Kaipi not obliging.
Lich will just get, he's the one getting jumped by heroes like Puck, although he didn't get jumped on last time. That's a very likely outcome of a fight should whenever happen. Whether it's Puck or even just a Rubik lift or something to set the kill. Getting off an ultimate is going to be near impossible because Uebelst just don't have the initiative.
Does you disrupt your Soul Catcher as well, and RMN forced to hoof it out of there. Mana Burn not affecting him as much as it did at level 1, but still a nuisance. The rocket comes in, it will narrowly be killed off in time. And while this is happening, Exist made a foray for the bottom rune, but no such luck there. He won't find it, he'll head back into the middle lane. And all the while, RTZ starts to farm for his next big item. He has the blink, he's found some kills with that. And now, Scythe of Ice is on the agenda. Bone 7, just constant pressure on this lane. I feel Eternal Envy should just be getting a little bit more farm. For the mid game, you'd really like a BKB on him, but I think Bone 7 and Pylai pretty much have this pressure bottom covered by themselves.
Yeah, either that or you look to... Yeah, they're bringing Puck down bottom lane. So with Puck here, they can either send the Gyrocopter somewhere else to farm. I think he's not too happy about going up against the Weaver.
That is the deadest ledge you're ever going to see, unless they don't jump him. And, well, RTZ, I think he wanted more than one hero there, and we'll just decide not to go.
He doesn't mind revealing himself, because as soon as he reveals himself, it means Uebelst can't even be between the tier 2 and tier 3 because of the Puck blink. He can instantly kill someone, and there's no way to punish him because they haven't got any insta-disables that can actually kill off the Puck.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
KP, more uncontested towers.
And Uebelst, the natural reaction is if you can't contest a tower, you go for the trade, but you aren't trading when Kaipi take your tower and also look to defend. In comes RTZ. Oh, rather, Uebelst, though. They want to bring RTZ on. Drops the silence. Coil as well. Caught 4 in it, but is there any follow-up? Queen of Pain all over the top. Dodged by a phase shift. Now blinks away. Uebelst still giving chase. They had a Mana Void. They never dropped it. I don't know if there was enough mana lost on the Puck to make a difference, but Exist duking it out with Bone 7 on the flip side of the fight. It'll be Come With Me with Sakuchi stolen. Giving chase. Oh, what a spell for a Rubik to have. Lift is available. Lifts Exist up. Throws him back down. Sakuchi as well can give chase here. Maybe find that last kill. It looks like our Treant also fell. In the end, the Anti-Maids, the Queen of Pain, and the Weaver all do escape, but it comes without an RTZ kill, and that's the one they really wanted.
God. Can't cannot be killed. This Puck cannot be killed. Such an elusive hero, and he played that well. I don't think there was much more Uebelst could have done there, and it's kind of at the stage of the game where Uebelst need kills like that on the Puck. I don't blame them for going for it, and I don't think there was major flaws in their execution, but Arteezy just managed to get out of there.
A great play from him. I thought maybe Armen could have mana voided, but he was silenced, and I think before that the Puck wasn't really missing any mana, so...
He blinked after the Puck, and then the Dream Coil stunned him, so he was actually stunned, and then after that...
Then he phase shift, and then he blinked away, so... Blinked away. So maybe there wasn't an opportunity, but... It hurts. When you group up with your anti-mate... Like, they don't want to be grouped. Ideally, Uebelst would like to have Queen of Pain in one lane, Weaver in one other, and Anti-Mage in the third. Speaking of, well, not those heroes. Natural's going to get caught here. And Arteezy, it sounds perfunctory. Level... What level is he anyway? 12 at 60 minutes in. He is just feasting. Everyone on Uebelst is pretty much a free kill at this point.
Yeah, I think at this point, Eternal Envy is just like, well, I don't really even need a farm. Look at Arteezy go. He's going to solo kill an anti-mage. Anti-mage can't blink out because the coil stun will kill him off. And with a double damage rate, Arteezy is the biggest, baddest wolf in the game right now.
Yeah. Exist was for some reason just wandering down the middle lane, and Kaipi supports were chasing him as well. But he will get out. Arteezy, 1,400 gold up on him. Scythe of Vice coming soon. Exist will get found by Come With Me at the rune. Not able to kill him, though. Doesn't have quite enough burst. Arteezy's jumped in again. He wants to go on Alex. Really? Really? Is this actually real life? He does get Shadow Striked here. Going to be hard for him to get out unless he pops that. Oh, no. He's been forced to phase shift. Cancels his TP. Queen of Pain ult available. At long last, will go down. That does end a godlike streak. Something good for Uebelst, but I think the damage has already been done.
I was hoping for one of the orb, die, buyback, and then Ethereal Jaunt to your orb when it's still there, after you buy back. Yeah,
there's a great clip of him in IXDL actually pulling that off.
He should have shot the orb towards the Lich. I think he was actually trying to survive there. He had to cancel the TP because of the Chain Frost, but he does go down fine.
You know you're ahead when your Darkseer is going for a Necro Book against a lineup that has so much burst damage. Really, a BKB would be the safe choice if they were behind, but they're so far ahead, he can pretty much get whatever he'd like, and the mana burn will be annoying against these heroes, especially in combination with disruptions of the anti-mage. They have a hard time having that blink mana come mid-game, and just more split push, more pressure. Uebelst really on the back foot. This Battle Fury is going to be like 25 minutes.
Yeah, come level 3 Necrobook, you have the True Side as well to split out the Weave and spell the Dream Protector. Quite likely they'll just look to pick up a gem, considering how far ahead they are. They're not too much risk of losing something like that.
And they're looking to go on top, perhaps. Eid has to be a bit careful here. Rubik has the lift. Force Staff available for Come With Me. Just zaps him once. Oh, Eid, don't do that. Don't do that. He could get lifted. Oh, Shadow Demon's already run away, so he'll be okay.
We're also... I think you've been catching on to my bad habits of mispronouncing shit that Australians love to do. Queen of Pain gets a kill, but Uebelst is probably the biggest butchering of this name I've ever... some of these viewers have ever heard. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'm going to leave that one up to you, LD.
You're leaving me hanging, bro? Come on now. That's not cool. Alex is going to die mid. Arteezy picks him off. Now on the run.
Short-lived creatures.
Well,
Uebelst.
Uebelst.
I just say it like the big, deep German accent.
What the hell?
I'm sure Shiva's got this down right. Shiva's probably doing a much better job at casting this game than we are.
Yeah, she's got that European advantage. Well. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, we have a pup.
I would love to know how many kills she's missed compared to ULD.
Probably not as much. I don't think it's possible to miss. This is probably... I've probably missed more kills in this game than I have for like the entirety of the Alienware Cup.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not flaming. I've missed them as well.
It's
otherwise
a bad game.
I would have said something.
Gods, it's not going well, man. I think I'm losing it. Come back to the US. Save me. From myself. Well, in the meantime, Kaipi, they'll put pressure on this bottom lane. And while that's happening, the ability to farm is just very limited. Alex, they'll go in on him. You know, this is what it is. As soon as they move the camera away, they're listening to the cast, and that's when they go. They found our secret 0-minute restream. Come with me. He's stolen Blink. Well, actually, sorry, excuse that. Frostblast. We'll jump in now. Lifts Armen, throws him back. Battle Fury is coming fairly soon, but they won't commit. A wild wall drop by 1-7. Not going to accomplish.
Trying to catch the anti-mage, but anti-mage is too fast for that one. Too fast, too furious, and, well, top lane, Weaver needs to be fast and furious because he's got to get away from a Genki, which actually doesn't succeed. It's like Shadow Demon and Gyrocopter are trying to kill him off. Gyrocopter's almost actually has completed a Shadow Blade. It's Weaver who's almost finished a BKB, so that'll help out, but it's not damage. It's just sort of a survivability item.
And in the meantime, you know you're ahead when Come With Me is just sitting at the bottom lane, past the tier 2, as a support roaming Rubik by himself. Doesn't need help, doesn't need wards, just can do whatever he damn well pleases. In good news for Uebelst, I guess they're getting close to the battle for an anti-mage. And Eternal Envy, truth be told, is rather abysmally underfarmed, considering how far ahead they are. He's 1-0-1, only sitting on Shadowblade and Phase Boots. That is, like, almost unacceptably underfarmed, I feel. But Bone 7, there's your mech to keep him in fighting shape. They'll back off, 2 hero lifts done, and they'll march forward. Come With Me is going to snipe a kill. They just went as 4 onto 1 and end up coming out behind. Eternal Envy diving, Eid top lane. He will time-lapse out of the damage, will survive. Well, at least the anti-mage didn't die.
Yeah, EDE and Jacob having a fun little poking around game at top lane. EDE actually is spotted by this sentry, but he's got EE's number, and it's bottom lane though where the action's going to happen. Where is that TC Park? Right at the front lines, trying to start things off.
Keeps working on the tower. Armin driven back. Kaipi having an absolute ball here. The disrupt on the anti-mage. Looks like there's action top as well. Weaver might drop, but we'll keep an eye on this. Blink, coil, silence as well, and they bring down 3. Kaipi are cruising in game 1 of this best of 3, and it feels pretty much over at this point. Yeah, Eternal Envy did kill off the Weaver there, top lane.
You've got the EE god in the top lane, the RTZ god in the bottom lane. What more do you need if you're a KP fan?
It feels like Greek mythology. It's a pantheon of gods here. The Bone 7 god.
Yeah.
The Bone god.
In Eternal Envy's mind, maybe. We'll see KP there. They're looking really strong. This was a solid performance from them. RTZ has done what he's done to some of the top Western solo mid players, and that's just crush his lane and just give KP this great head start from the get-go. It's something which can really not be understated how important this is. If you win mid lane, it can affect other lanes which you may be meant to break even on. You start winning them just because that solo mid can put so much pressure all over the map.
And especially in this game, Puck against those 3 heroes, that early leveling just ruined it. Like, if that was a Queen of Pain who had a good start, I feel they might have been okay. At least some of those heroes can potentially dodge ganks, but that Blink Silence is so strong against split-pushing, mobility-based carries, and they had 3 of them.
Yeah, Anti-Mage just got roamed on. He did the Weaver was fine, but that was just because Puck made a decision.
Here's your big initiation from Uebelst. The Queen of Pain ult wall Come With Me is disrupted. Not ideal, and it was stolen. He launches it back out, completely airballs it, but they back 3 into a wall. Called on deployed as well. Chain Frost bouncing wildly. Eternal Envy, the EE god, finds a couple of additional kills. And now it might be Exist next in line. Arteezy blinks forward. There's your coil. That's a 4-hero wipe, and it could be the end. It will be the end. Alex, the Germans have been defeated. World War II all over again, and they'll tap out.
They'll tap out, and KP get up to an early 1-game lead here against the German team, whose name I can't pronounce. Interesting to see if they can bounce back here, but what I'm really looking forward to if KP can sort of continue. This is our last game of today, which will be fnatic.eu up against KP. That'll definitely be something where if KP can play like this, they'll put up a great fight against Fnatic.
Yeah. I believe that match will actually be tomorrow, the winners bracket finals.
I'm not... Winners or losers today?
At least on the first group, it was the losers on the first day.
Are you sure on that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We'll see, though. Maybe they're doing things differently today.
You're right. You are right there.
But either way, this was a thrashing. This was a beatdown. This was a very easy win for Kaipi. They led by about 20k gold, 17.5k experience, never trailed 24-minute GG out of Uebelst. They will have to summon their courage because this was painful. And with that, Gods, take us out.
Well, with that, guys, we are going to have a quick break. We'll come back with game number 2. KP, they look solid. They look good. Eternal Envy and co. Led by RTZ with a 14-1-5 puck. Do secure themselves game 1, guys, but we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, me, Gods, him, LD, we'll be bringing you game number 2. Stay tuned, guys.